Common examples on social issues. Number one is poverty and homeless. Poverty and homeless are worldwide problems. According to Habitat for Humanity, one quarter of the world population lives in conditions that harm their health and safety. Many do not have shelter and basic human needs for survival. This social issue also goes beyond the 25% of the population directly affected because the lack of shelter for this vulnerable population is a great there is a greater stress on government and social programs including school and healthcare system. Climate change. A warmer, changing climate is a threat to the entire world. Climate change affects the entire world population, and the Union of Concerned Scientists calls this social issue one of the most devastating problems humanity has ever faced. The 800 million people already living in extremely poverty will be impacted more severely around the world. People are already noticing warmer winter, more severe storm and rainfall effects, and more frequent wildfires. These issues already put stress on government and system in many countries. Overpopulation. As the population of the world grows, resources become scarcer. The United Nations reports that the current population of 7.7 billion people is expected to grow in coming decades, with a projection of 8.5 billion people by 2030. The fastest growing area of the world, such as sub-Saharan Africa, often face already scarce resources like the land farming. As the population becoming more than the country can sustain, people will need more elsewhere to avoid starving or and homeless. Immigration stress. People move from one country to another, and isn't social problem. However, immigration can place stress on the government program and social system within a country, and it can be a divisive topic in a society. These immigration-related stress affect many people. For instance, Pew Research reports that the United States has more immigration than any country. 13.6% of the U.S. population identifies as an immigration. This is divisive issue in the US population with some group calling for stricter immigration law. Although the majority of US citizens welcoming immigration 2019 Gallup poll indicates 23% of people think immigration is the most social issue facing the country. Civil rights and racial discrimination. Civil rights or the rights of the citizen in the country to have equal treatment socially and politically is another one of the most significant social issues in America and around the world. More than 40 years after the Civil Rights Act passed, almost 60% of African Americans still lives in segregated neighborhood, and 90% of African Americans report that racial discrimination is still a major problem. Gender equality report from the Pew Research Center Fact Tank indicates about 50% of Americans feel the country needs to do more address to the income gap between men and women. Women still lag behind men in wages and top leadership positions held, although they are now more likely to attain a college degree. Worldwide, the situation is even more extreme. UNICEF reports that 12 million girls are married before they reach adulthood, and 98 million high school aged girls do not attend school. Healthcare availability. When people are sick or hurt, they need access medical care to get better. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, almost 1 in 20 US citizens do not need medical care because of the cost. Worldwide, 97 million people become impoverished by seeking needed medical care. As reported by the Worldwide Organization, governments around the world are working on this problem as a non-profit organization.